What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a 2-month update on both me and on Bash. I guess let's start with his weight gain. He turned 2 months on Saturday and we weighed him sometime last week. When we weighed him, he weighs 10.5 pounds and I am like like, what happened to my little baby? He was so small when he was born, and even just watching back on his video from my 1-month update on him, it's just so wild to me that he was so small. He is officially fitting in his 0 to 3 months, and last time we updated, he was barely starting to fit his newborn clothes. It's all just so wild. I just feel like he's just getting so big so fast, and he's still so small, but oh, he was just so tiny when he was born that like any amount of growth, he just feels so big. At beginning of month 2, he was really fussy. We had a really rough couple of weeks with him. I think he was just going through a growth spurt, and with that came like a sleep regression, and that was really hard for all of us. He's really not a fussy baby, but he was so fussy at the beginning of the month. He'd be up every 2 hours through the day and through the night, and it was that was a really rough time for us because we weren't sleeping, he was not sleeping, and you could just tell he was uncomfortable and just not having it, and so that was really hard for us to go through. I'm so happy that that part is over. Something big that happened this month was he went on his first plane trip, and he did so good on his flight. And we actually learned so much while we were traveling with him. So if you'd like to see a video where I talk about like tips and things that I packed while I traveled, leave it in the comments down below if that would be something that you want to see. So last month I talked about how he was kind of balding a little bit right here, but we have noticed in the past week or two that he is finally starting to get hair back there again. And the hair that has stayed is so long right now, like the little back of his head right here, there's so much hair, and just touch it all the time. He's all greasy because my hands are all over his hair all the time. I just love his hair. It's so soft and so cute, and it's got a little bit of a natural curl to it. When it's wet, it kind of curls up, but it takes really well to like whatever you do to it. So if I like comb it out and comb it straight, for the most part it stays straight except for the ends curl out and flip up and kind of do their own thing still. One of our favorite things that has happened this month is he's starting to smile. It's really set in like this past week. He started to smile a lot. The most hilarious thing is the most that he smiles, and the most like genuine smiles come right after he poops. It is really funny, and we can really tell when he's pooped because he's like super smiley, and like it's hilarious. But he has the cutest little smile, and I just love watching him smile. And sometimes it almost sounds like he's trying to laugh because he'll smile and he'll go ah. He like knows that's what he wants to do, but he's not quite there, and I literally cannot wait for his first laugh. It's gonna be so cute. We are finally starting to almost sleep all the way through the night. He's averaging about 6-hour stretches every night. There's sometimes he'll go 7 hours, and then there's sometimes he'll go 5 hours. But it has been really nice to start to get more sleep. We have seriously loved it. It's just so nice. We're happy we're kind of past the nap stage and that we're getting into the longer stretches of sleep. Oh, he's so asleep right now, and I'm so thankful. Thank you. For the first 2 weeks of his life, I wasn't really tracking anything. I wasn't tracking his sleep. I was just kind of taking mental notes. Around 3 weeks, I got a baby tracking app where I was tracking every time he ate, how much he ate, when he nursed, what side he started on, It was really helpful to like figure things out at first, but then it just started getting really stressful where I would like give myself anxiety if I missed a diaper, or if I didn't track exactly when he started to eat, or when did he wake up in the middle of the night when Ruben was doing his stuff, if he didn't keep track of things. For some reason, it just like, I was getting so anxious about it, so I stopped doing the baby tracking app, and it's actually been really nice and like a total relief. we've just been kind of like going more with the flow, just keeping mental notes. Honestly, it's been so much easier. It was really nice to have that baby tracking app at first, just to kind of know, because you're trying to keep your baby like eating every 2 to 3 hours, you know. So I'm so happy that I stopped doing that, and I know Ruben is very happy that I stopped doing that too. A big thing that happened this month is that I went back to work. I work full time. I work an hour away, so I also commute, and that has been hard, but not as hard as I thought it would be at the same time. The first day was definitely the hardest because it was just an adjustment to being away from him, to a new schedule. I think the biggest and the hardest adjustment has been to this new schedule, trying to make sure I get up in time, out the door in time, but that I'm also feeding him and getting him to sleep so Ruben can get some sleep, because Ruben got up at 3 in the morning with him, you know. And so I think that has been the hardest schedule, is kind of finding this new routine with me working full time. We're kind of there. We have a general idea of what works best. It's just, you know, no day goes perfectly. Nothing ever goes according to plan any day of the week. So it's just been a little bit rough kind of figuring that out still, and just making it work the best that we can. I do miss being home all the time with him. I miss being home with Ruben too. I do miss spending time with my boys, and I think the hardest part about going back to work is pumping at work. That has been, I think, my least favorite part about going back to work. I talked about it a little bit in my last update, how I've been struggling with milk production, and that I don't have a super high milk production. I kind of almost gave up completely, I guess you would say. I went through like a week or two there where I wasn't really pumping or feeding him, and I was really letting my milk supply drop. But when I stop working, I would like to give breastfeeding another try, but I don't want my milk to completely dry up in the meantime. So I've been trying to pump more at work. I would just pump before and then after work, but now I'm pumping several times throughout work. It has been working. I've been doing so much. I've been doing like everything I could possibly do to increase my milk production. My goal, I think originally, was 6 months to be breastfeeding, or at least pumping and just trying to give enough breast milk, but I think I'm gonna adjust it to 4 for now. Anything I can get past that will be great, but I'd like to at least try to make it till 4 months. I also talked a little bit last month about how I was having some baby blues, and I think it's a little bit worse than baby blues, which is hard to admit. I'm still not fully ready to talk about it on such a public platform, because it has been really hard. The comparison of me to other moms is probably the hardest part. Especially, I'm so happy my friends are having babies, but I just can't help but compare myself and like my journey with theirs. It's been really hard. It's just a struggle, you know, and I think it's something that I might always struggle with, but I have been trying to be more honest with people when they ask how I'm doing. I just don't want people to feel bad for me, but I am trying to be more honest with people with how hard this is, because I do need help, and I need to talk to people about it, and I need to be honest with how I'm feeling and not just kind of lock everything up inside, because I know that's not really gonna help me heal or progress at all. So it's a lot. The best way to explain it is it's a roller coaster where some days I'm at the highest of highs, and some days it's an uphill battle, and some days I am just beyond low, you know. I'm still really trying to give myself grace and give myself more time to get adjusted. I think that's the biggest thing. I feel like I keep thinking for some reason that I should have everything handled, and I should have more easy days, and it should be more easy than it is hard at this point, because it's been 2 months. I think I'm just learning that that's just not the case. That's just not how motherhood and parenthood is going to be. It's just always going to be that roller coaster, but I just need to kind of learn how to cope better with the downs and learn how to appreciate more the ups, you know. It's just hard. Going through something that's so drastically life-changing is hard, and I just want you guys all to know, new mamas, old mamas, soon to be mamas, future mamas, or just whatever you're going through in life, that you're not alone, and it's okay to not have it all together, and it's okay to allow yourself to feel those feelings and to cry. And it's okay even if it's been months and you feel like you should have it figured out. It's okay to not have it figured out. It's okay to be taking the time that you need and to just writing those things out. So, sorry. Overall, even as hard as it's been the absolute best thing. I just look forward to seeing him every single day and coming home to him after work every day and holding him, and he's truly the best thing. So it's been a really, really hard month this month, but a really good month as well. And there's so many things to look forward with him, and I just can't wait. If you want to keep updated with me and with him, make sure to subscribe down below and give this video a thumbs up. I will be doing monthly updates on him as well as other vlogs and videos. If you want to keep up with more of our day-to-day activities and our day-to-day life, make sure to follow me on Instagram. I hope you guys liked this video, and I hope you guys know that whatever you're going through, if you need somebody to talk to, especially about how difficult postpartum is, reach out to me or reach out to somebody around you, because there are people who want to help you and who are there for you. I hope you guys like this video and like seeing little updates on our little Sebastian. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.